Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com with our update for Tuesday, February 26th. We've got a free pick coming up in just a moment in the NBA. First, a quick note, if you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, real cool way to give it a try. You click on the link below the video and get set up for a free $60 account. You can use those free $60 for any of my daily packages over at DocSports.com or anybody else. For that matter, over at the website, DocSports.com. And again, all you got to do is click on the link below the video, get set up for a free $60 account. I think you'll be glad that you did. Here's what we got going on today after what happened last night. We go 2-1 overall last night. We cashed our underdog in the NHL with the Florida Panthers. We also hit an easy one. Second half was pretty easy for the Kansas Jayhawks for the most part. And we cashed with Kansas over Kansas State. Just had the one college basketball play on Monday. Still on a red-hot run in the NBA, up over $3,500 for $100 per unit bettors going back to January 2nd. But we did lose last night by a couple of points with Cleveland, plus the points in their home game against Portland. Three games, I should say, are all that's available on today's slate in the NBA. And the one that we like, we're going to release as our free pick in just a moment. Going to talk some Major League Baseball. A wins total coming up for you in just a second also. But on Tuesday, we've got our next three-play college basketball trifecta. Three sides, and our three-play trifectas on a multi-season run of 55, 36, and 2, which is about 60%, just over 60% winners with our three-play trifectas. Three plays, three sides, college basketball Tuesday over at DocSports.com on Tuesday morning. We look to extend that run to 58 and 36 with these three-play trifecta packages. Also involved in the NHL with the power play release on Tuesday's card. That'll also be available on Tuesday morning. Again, passing in the NBA, but our one play in the NBA is our free pick coming up in just a moment. But don't miss out on that three-play college basketball trifecta. All right, let's get to a little baseball talk because, you know, we are just about 3 weeks away from opening pitch regular season when the Mariners take on the Oakland A's over in Japan, and then everybody else gets underway the following week around the 28th of March. But I wanted to bring this up because the Seattle Mariners are a team that we are actually playing against as far as wins totals are concerned. Right now, you can find this as high as 71. I've seen 70.5. And we like it under that total, and here's why. First of all, you got a pitching rotation, a ton of question marks. They got the young kid from Japan who will wait and see how he fares with the Mariners, listed as like a number 2 in all likelihood when the season begins. The number 1 pitcher in the rotation going into 2019 is none other than Felix Hernandez, and King Felix has not been a true number 1 in a rotation for a while now. You're looking at a guy who's probably a 4 if Seattle had the kind of pitching that they would like going into this particular year. But it shows how sketchy this starting rotation is when King Felix is your top pitcher in the rotation. The pen no longer has their best arm with Diaz moving on. And here's the reason. I mean, geez, you know, this team's in rebuild mode at least for 2 seasons beginning in 2019. And you don't need a strong closer if you're not going to get to the 9th inning with too many leads. So Diaz is gone from the bullpen. That's obviously going to hurt when they do take 1-run leads into the 9th inning. Seattle was just an aging team last year, guys. They were an aging team that got extremely lucky to win 89 games. A lot of luck factor going on in a lot of those wins. In fact, they were more like an 80-81 win team that did get lucky in about 7 or 8 games overall. Made a difference of about 7 or 8 games with their good fortune. But again, an aging team that's making that transfer now over to a younger team, and it's going to take them a couple of years, I think, to get back near the top of the AL West and challenge the Houston Astros this year is going to be rough. And no team in baseball has seen a drop-off or a collapse like it's expected with the Seattle Mariners from last year's 89 wins to this year's season wins total. Again, right around 71 as we speak. I'm not going to be shocked. In fact, I expect this team to win less than 65 games in 2019. So the rebuild, at least for 2 years, begins now, and we think that the Seattle Mariners are going to have a really rough time getting to that posted wins total. We're recommending under 70.5, under 71. You might be able to find 71. Under 71 Seattle Mariners with our first wins total projection for the upcoming 2019 campaign. Don't forget about my Major League Baseball regular season package over at DocSports.com. You can grab it now. Like I said, we're going to begin in about 3 weeks with that Mariners-A's opening series in Japan, and we're a month away now from the regular season kicking off. We closed last year, final 3 months, winning 66% of our baseball plays at DocSports.com. We made over $7,900 for those wagering, just $100 per unit over those final 3 months. Go grab it. Baseball package for the upcoming season available right now at DocSports.com. All right, let's get to our free pick for Tuesday. We're going to play the Thunder plus the points over the Denver Nuggets. And right now, the Thunder anywhere from 3.5, shop around a little bit. We like him at least at +3. Paul George was really tearing up the league until his last game. He scored 14 against the Sacramento Kings. No real shocker for us there because we did have the Sacramento Kings as a premium play in that game, and they were able to beat OKC. But in his previous 10 games, to the 14-point effort against Sacramento, he averaged over 38 points per game. He averaged about 8.2 rebounds per game in those previous 10. Russell Westbrook, he's been on a tear again over the last 3 games. He's scored 41 or more in 3 straight games. If he comes out and he and Paul George are on the same page, plus you get Westbrook's, double digits in rebounds, you get his assists, 7, 8, 9, 10 assists in the game, and Paul George is playing well also. I think they're going to be real tough out on Tuesday night. As far as Denver is concerned, they've been on a roll also, but they're not as, strong, you could say, when they're expected to be in closer battles against some of the top shelf teams. When they are laying 6 or fewer points, they've only covered 3 of the last 9. So when they're expected to be in close games, they generally end up in very tight games or lose the games outright. And one more mention about OKC, Markieff Morris, he's going to be playing in his 3rd game now in a Thunder uniform. He played pretty well against Sacramento last time out. I think he continues to make improvements as he develops a chemistry with this Oklahoma City basketball team. So listen, OKC comes in on an 8-2 spread run with 2 days rest. I like him here to get the outright win. We'll take the points for insurance. Oklahoma City plus the points, your free basketball play for Tuesday. Don't forget what's going on at DocSports.com on Tuesday morning. Grab that 3-play trifecta in college basketball. We look to extend our 3-play trifecta run going back a couple of seasons now to 58 and 36 over 60% winners. We also have NHL for Tuesday and, of course, Major League Baseball regular season. Go grab it now while you can. Anyway, that'll do it for us for Tuesday. If you like these videos, click on that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. We appreciate those who have done so thus far. Again, the free pick, the Thunder plus the points on Tuesday. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Let's put Tuesday in the win column. We're right back here Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific.